Hey, what's up? This is Rick Rumble from Rumble in the Morning on FM 99 Radio in Norfolk, Virginia, and worldwide at FM99.com. And you are listening to the Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.
Like, Ryan, where do we go from here? We just had a girl call and give us phone sex, essentially. Like, what was that? And the thing is, she sounds hot, but, like, she's 43 and she's married with kids. Like, I just can't catch a break.
Well,
like,
she said she smokes cigarettes. That's a turnoff.
Yeah, that was just really strange because, like, I'm thinking it's just someone who wanted a call, wanted a request, so whatever. All right, moving on.
Apparently she likes cocaine, but who doesn't nowadays, right?
It's the new. She said she looked like Cindy Crawford. I find that hard to believe.
I find that very hard to believe.
All right. Here's my thing about cops. It's cool when cops lay down the law. I bet she loves when people lay down the law on her. It's okay when cops are in the bad parts of neighborhoods checking down thugs. It's okay when cops get the job done. You know what I mean? It's even fine when cops pull over speeders because that's not safe. But these suburban cops who have the audacity to do safety checkpoints, not even DUI checkpoints, are the fat suburban cops or the old suburban cops who wouldn't cut it in the ghetto in Chirac when you actually have to chase someone down, when you actually have to do something. These are the type of cops that they say, okay, we're not going to give you a desk job. You're going to be at the corner of a highway pulling people over who might be drunk or just ruining some innocent person's day. You know what I mean, SuperRICH?
Yeah, although I've never really been past DUI checkpoints. I think there's more where you live than where I live.
And it's ridiculous. This checkpoint I went through off of 53 on Arlington Heights Road, never go off there on the weekend. I don't care if you have to reroute, never go off on Arlington Heights Road off of 53 because those pigs, those Arlington Heights cops are waiting there to give you a ticket. I was up for 18 hours on this day. This is back when we went to our radio school. I'm so tired. I'm coming back from my internship. It's 2 in the morning. I get off. There's 5 cars in front of me. Of course they let those cars come. But hey, the young kid, they give me the little like finger thing with the like thumbs up to the side, like scoot over. So I go into the Guitar Center parking lot. The first thing that this suburban douchebag of a cop says to me is, "Did you drink tonight?" No. And I got mad. I'm a little bit jittery because I'm so tired. Like, I feel like I wasn't all there. I wasn't high or drunk or on anything. I wasn't on anything.
Especially now when you're driving.
Like, I would never do that. And the cop kept asking, "Are you on anything?" I'm like, "No." And he goes, "Well, if you're
No,
not."
I'm just goddamn tired.
And he goes, "Well, if you're not on anything, why are you getting mad?" I said, "Because I'm up for 18 hours. And he goes, "Well, can I see your driver's license?" Here's the problem. That same week, my wallet got taken at school by some scumbag leech in the back lab, in the computer lab of our school, who took it, even though I had nothing but a credit card. I guess you could take for that. But just take the credit card. Don't take my whole wallet.
Well, you canceled the credit card.
Yeah,
right?
we did.
Yeah, okay.
So that was the day before, so I didn't have time to get a driver's license that week because we had school the next day. Of course, I get through a checkpoint, and they give me a ticket for that. And I love how these checkpoints are at the end of the month when you got to get your quota in. These are never the pigs who do it in the beginning of the month. No, they have to get their quota in to make money. And I didn't have my driver's license, so I asked the cop, I'm a bit tired, I'm a bit angry. I'm like, "Can I show you my Facebook page just to show some type of identification?" It worked. But then this fat loser of a cop comes over and goes, "I didn't know that was a part of the new regulation. What is on your Snapchat or your Twitter?" And I glared at him. And that cop then said, "Did you drink anything tonight?" And I said, "Yeah, I had 4 cups of hot chocolate, sir. I'm so turned up." And they go, "Okay."
Did you really say that?
I was angry.
Well, see, I could see you saying that too, but that would piss off the cop.
So then
I'm sure it did.
I said to him, "I'll prove you that I haven't had a sip." I got out, did the breathalyzer, and they go, "Wow, this kid is sober." And I'm like, "Okay." Pull around, I got 150 goddamn ticket.
No kidding.
I got 150 goddamn ticket for not having my driver's license when you should have just let me go home, you dumb pigs. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm against cops or that. Listen, cops put their life on the line every day.
But not the suburban ones.
Yeah.
The ones in the city, dude, they have to deal with the violence every day
those other cops
in Chicago.
Ripped.
Right.
There aren't the fed suburban cops. They're the old ones who they don't want to have on a desk job, but you got to have them doing something.
Well, I mean, and giving somebody, like, there's a lot better things they can be doing than giving, somebody a ticket for not having their license.
They just wanted to mess up my day. The cop said I was a weird guy. Sorry I'm not in the best mood when I've been up for 18 hours, you scumbag. Here's the best part about it. They say on the news, watch out for the DUI checkpoints. It's not a DUI checkpoint. It's I need to get my quota in, so I'll find any reason to give out a goddamn ticket checkpoint. It's not anything. It's a safety checkpoint. That's the word. They're looking for any reason out there to give you a ticket. And it's just ridiculous because they're abusing the power.
Right.
Just let me go home. I'm 2 miles away, you piece of dirt. So, Super Rich, send me this news clip real quick, or I will look it up. Again,
I can send it to you as you keep talking.
Okay, call the show, 847-866-WNUR. That's 847-866-9687. Have you ever been through a checkpoint, and did those pigs take advantage of you? Or maybe you're a cop who used to be a cop or used to do checkpoints, or you're currently doing a checkpoint, or you've done them in the past. Call the show and explain why checkpoints are so great. I'm all against drunk drivers. They are scumbags. They are leeches. They put people's lives on the line. Someone that I sat next to in math class freshman year in high school died because someone else that went to Hersey ran her over. So I hate drunk drivers. I will never get in a car with someone who's drunk or drive drunk. So I'm glad they can catch people on these checkpoints that are drunk. But when you take advantage of people just to get your quotas in, you're losers. So call the show, 847-866-WNUR. It's 847.
Well, and cops are probably listening, too, people who have overnight shifts, maybe because that's like the only thing on the radio at this time. So maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
I mean, that girl
listening.
talking dirty to us. That was really strange.
Oh, boy, was that.
All right. Super Rich is going to read what's going on because it says here, Illinois takes police checkpoints seriously. Well, no, duh. And this took place in Illinois. Like my uncle said, who's from Los Angeles, that they're not even that bad out there. Like they'll let you go through. But the pigs out here for the second most broke, what do you call it in America?
Second most broke state?
Yeah, I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, they need to get their money in any way possible. I'm almost positive of that. Call the show. All right, what does the article say?
Illinois takes police checkpoints seriously. This is DeKalb, Illinois resident, so that's not too far from that. That's where Northern Illinois University is. Ryan Scott attempted to assert his constitutional rights at a police checkpoint in his home state recently, prompting one of the law enforcement officers conducting the stop to lose his composure. At one point, the irate officer jerks open Scott's door and begins screaming in his face.
You're supposed to be level-headed in the moment. You're cops, man. You guys get trained, man, to deal with the emotions. I get if you're being shot at in Ferguson, maybe you get the car door open. But when it's someone at 3:30 in the morning who's in a bad mood and wants to get home who's not drunk, the fact that you're going to get mad at him for talking back to you, you're the same type of person who joined to be a cop just to have the authority because you never got laid in high school and no one ever looked at you. You never played sports, so this is your power trip in life. You're a loser. And I don't want to make you seem like I'm against cops because I respect anyone who's even a cop. But these people who just take advantage of the system, they're not even cops. They're just wearing a badge and a costume. You're not really a cop.
It's Halloween every day.
Yeah. Right. Where's the candy?
So he says, "Get out now. Driving is a privilege, not a right," the officer shouted at Scott. "I'm telling you to get out right now." Scott was never compelled to leave his vehicle, but he was required to provide his driver's license and registration against his wishes.
Here's the thing. He said to the guy, "Get out now. Driving is a privilege, not a right." That's the same thing with being a cop. You have the privilege of serving us and keeping us safe. You can't just take advantage of us because you wear a blue shirt, you have a gun in your pocket, and you wear a badge. Shut the hell up.
Although this guy should have handed him his license and registration anyway.
I know he was talking back.
I mean, that
means
because I mean that's what you're supposed to do, though. You know.
This guy was being a douchebag, but these cops are unprofessional.
So anyway, Scott filmed the entire traffic stop, which occurred on a Thank a Cop Day, ironically. I guess they have that in Dekalb, maybe. Using a cell phone mounted to his dashboard. So that was a smart thing he did. So take a look, and then you can play that clip. I mean, the clip's pretty long, but we're just going to play parts of it, I'm assuming.
See how these pigs deal with the pressure. I wonder what the cops...
Go back to the beginning, because I think at the beginning is where the guy yells, "Get out now! Driving is a privilege."
No, it says...
Right. Or I don't know where. I don't know if it
begins
tells
at
where
3:30.
Oh, okay. The stop begins at 3:30. Okay.
And just one more time, I want to clarify. My friend's dad almost died in the ghetto, being shot at. Cops die all the time in the ghetto, keeping us safe, trying to help out those vultures that shoot each other. So I have nothing against cops. I have nothing but respect for them. Some of my favorite shows are cop shows. Southland, The Wire. Those are badass cops. But these are just people wearing badges that take advantage. And when I say this, I'm going to sound like a young punk, but I don't want to come off like that because no one in the media says anything. They just kind of go along with it. Something needs to be said. There needs to be a precedent held down for these people who take advantage if the guy's being a douchebag or not. All right, on the Hoppe and SuperRICH show, we are going to play you this traffic checkpoint that happened last week in Dekalb. All right. The guy's in the car, drives through the checkpoint.
Evening, officer.
Good evening.
Before we continue, I'd just like to let you know that you are being recorded right now.
Okay, that's fine.
So I would just like to know why I'm being pulled over.
We're doing
Why
a
would he
roadside
tell him
safety
that?
check.
Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. What a dumbass.
Started off on the wrong foot, but
What an idiot. You could have got more out of them if you didn't say you're being recorded. Why? Is this like some reality?
well, he just kind of sounds like an ass. Does that?
You can't say that. He sounds like an ass, right?
Yeah, same thing.
No, but you can't say the whole part. He just sounds like an ass, as SuperRICH said. But, I mean, say what you want. I'm not saying this guy is my hero. But at the same time, I think we need to go about this a better way. We need to record it, but be classier so they come off like douchebags. Because this guy, Ryan Scott, didn't do it right.
Why I'm being pulled over?
We're doing a roadside safety check.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I being detained?
What's that?
Am I being detained?
Well, right now we're just conducting our job, making sure
Okay.
that everyone's on the road.
Your job. Shut the hell up. I mean, I know it is your job, but, like, what a great job. How do you look yourself in the mirror in the morning, SuperRICH, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to ruin someone's day by giving them a ticket because they can't afford to get their
Although
break.
I don't understand why this guy was asking all these questions.
Just, he should have tried to get dirt out of them. He's being too dramatic. He should have been more low-key.
Well, like, he's trying to get them mad so he can film it for people
Good.
to see.
But I guess it's not good because he's just not doing it the right way. He should have filmed it and make him seem like dirtbags. It was like he was trying to be a viral guy or something.
Yeah.
Which it kind of worked because he's on the air.
Driving safely.
Okay. Is that
Yes, you can. You are not free to leave right now.
so far? Everybody's being safe. Am I being detained then?
You're not free to leave.
Am I
Okay?
being detained?
That's the other part of the checkpoints.
I don't understand why you keep saying that.
I don't like this. This is what I don't like about the checkpoints. One time I was really tired. Like, I wasn't swerving. Like, I was sort of swerving because I was so tired because I just came from the gym. This is like in 2012. I was in the hot tub. I was so sweaty. I just swam 30 laps, so I'm like so out of it. I didn't eat all day. So I'm going down Dundee Road where there's a checkpoint. This is like 2 days before Christmas. I want to go buy my mom a Christmas present. I see that there's a checkpoint, so I turn in the car dealership to turn around, and my car got caught in like some like black ice, so I didn't see it. So I swerved onto the highway, and like 3 cop cars pulled me over because they thought I was drunk, and they said it's because you're not allowed to ditch a checkpoint. What the hell is that trash?
You're always allowed to ditch one if you want.
No, you're not. I know people, when you turn around, they pull you over.
No, but I'm saying, like, you should be allowed to. Because then you could always just say, oh, I'm going the wrong way. I completely forgot. I'm really tired. You know.
Cops just kind of creep me out. I mean, I've been pulled over, and cops can be really cool.
Yeah,
Well,
see,
like,
I've never been pulled over before.
the thing is, it's just you roll dice. When you get pulled over, you're like, what type of cop am I going to have? Because usually the cops, I swear to God, in my suburb are dirty. I got pulled over with a car of 3 black kids. We're doing nothing.
I agree with you, too, because my parents have said that about the certain town you live in as well.
Yes, there is something.
Because my parents grew up in the town over from you.
Yeah, the
And
cop.
they always said
the
when they were in high
Palatine
school.
cops are
Yeah.
scumbag leeches. The Arlington Heights cops are a little bit better, but the Palatine cops are
Yeah.
notorious for being losers.
Yeah, my parents
the
both-
Mount Prospect
Yeah.
Prospect Heights, dude, they're racist as hell.
Yeah, and my parents vouch for that, too, because they always said that area is just really bad for cops.
So, I'm in a car of a few black kids. We should have recorded it, but my goddamn phone died. Of course my phone died, and my friend didn't think to record this. They asked if we had coke or heroin in the car, even though our car was completely clean. And they asked something. He said, Now, which one of you black kids has drugs? And then I'm talking back to the cop because I'm annoyed. I said, do you mean the kid in the green shirt or the kid in the red shirt? Like, I was addressing them as humans.
Right.
He said the black kids. And here's why he pulled me over.
Okay.
He claimed I didn't come to a complete stop. I always come to complete stops. So this guy just saw 3 black kids and took advantage of the situation. So I'm just saying, cops are necessary, but it just feels good to be on the radio and to vent and to call them out because no one else does it. Because you come off like a punk. You come off like someone who doesn't care about America if you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what is your take?
In the particular story we're reading about, I think the guy is wrong because he started off on the wrong foot. This guy, Ryan Scott.
I think he could have done it
Dekalb.
better. I think he really could have called them out. But this guy did it wrong. But at the same time...
Well, I mean, you know, he doesn't... You know, the whole point was to get them to do something bad, and he, like, made them do that. And, like, it's sort of his fault, not the cop's fault. In this situation...
I really should have recorded when that cop said it to my black friend.
Oh, yeah, because that's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's not 1960
Shout
anymore.
out to the Palatine Police Department. Bunch of class acts over there. Other thing, this guy just seems like the guy who would call like Comcast and is just waiting for them to scream, "You suck," so that he can record it and edit it down to his. I just feel like this is the guy that always looks for the gotcha moment. Like, gotcha, SuperRICH. Gotcha saying that some girl is a dumb C-word off the air. Gotcha. Like, I feel like this guy is just kind of a politically
well, she
incorrect.
probably was.
All right, play some more of this guy, Ryan Scott from Dekalb, who was in a checkpoint and filmed it.
If I'm not free to leave, then you're suspecting me of committing a crime. Then am I being detained?
Making sure that everybody's driving safely.
Oh, I understand. Thank you for.
No, I've explained
for doing
myself.
that. Absolutely.
Okay. And we do have the legal right to stop you right now.
You don't need to have a checkpoint to see if someone's driving safely. Here's how you see if someone's driving safely.
You look and see if they're driving safely, and if they're not, then you would pull them over.
I'm completely cool with cops that hide in a dark ditch or hide in an empty parking lot, because that's how you get the scumbag drunk drivers, because drunk drivers make me sick. I've called the cops on drunk drivers, and I've seen them get pulled over. I hate drunk drivers. But listen, you don't need a forced checkpoint to see if someone's driving safely. Hopefully in your cop classes and your cop school you went to, they said when someone's swerving or they're playing loud music or their car looks suspicious, then you pull them over. You don't need this checkpoint to see if someone's driving safely. That's just the cop talking out of his ass.
Oh, I believe this is unconstitutional,
hold on,
but
I'm speaking. Now, like I said, I've asked you for your driver's license and proof of
you
insurance.
actually didn't
Now,
ask
please
me
give it
for
to me.
my driver's license, but I'm actually not obligated to provide that if I'm not being detained.
You are
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
You're
whoa.
obligated. Get out now.
Whoa.
That cop
Yeah,
overreacted.
see what did he? Yeah, he definitely overreacted.
This
but
cop is the guy who goes home, and when he thinks that he has meatloaf on the counter that his wife made and he doesn't see it, he's like, "Babe, where's the meatloaf, you dumb bitch?" And I feel like this guy just has like anger issues. Because if you're getting mad at this punk, then you're not better than anybody. This is the guy who's doing it for a power trip. You can't just open up the door. You know what? This guy is not a hero. This guy may be an asswipe. This guy may be a loser, Ryan Scott, who's just kind of a punk. But this cop's even worse. If you can't control your anger because of some lowlife, then you're even more of a lowlife. You're even more of a moron. What do you think?
yeah, well, he should have never opened the cop door. Or I mean, he should have never opened the car door and started yelling at him just for the guy smarting off. I mean, there's better ways to handle it.
Yeah, you know, be a mature adult, be a role model, because that's what cops are supposed to be. The role models we all look up to.
He lost his temper, this cop, for sure.
I would love to see him mad at his wife. Probably got some good arguments there. I'd love to be a fly in the wall in a house.
Get out now. Driving's a privilege,
Sir.
not a right. I'm telling you to get out right now.
Being a cop is a privilege, not a right. Or that doesn't make exact sense, but you can't just do that. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to lay down the law, but you can't just, like, make up your own rules, is what I'm trying to say. He's breaking the precedent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm not
We asked for your
resisting at all.
license and insurance. Yes, you are resisting
I can
at this
provide-
point.
no, sir, I
And
can
give us your
provide it.
license and insurance,
Absolutely.
like he was asked.
Absolutely, sir. This is my license here.
Okay, now get your insurance. That's
Okay.
required by law.
All right.
Driving's a privilege, not a right.
Absolutely, sir. I completely
We're not going to
agree.
sit here and debate with you.
Okay, well, this is...
I bet he goes home And when his wife doesn't put out, he's like, "It's a privilege to have sex with me. It's a privilege when you perform fellatio."
Or that's just like his catchphrase for everything. It's like I'll have a cheeseburger. Okay, anything else? That's my privilege, not a right. That's all I want.
Or like he says that to his kids. Living in the house is a privilege, not a right. You can live with someone who's not a cop, who can't protect you. Like, you know this guy just loves being a cop just for the power trip.
Very unconstitutional what you're doing.
No, you know what? This is not unconstitutional. I already explained it to you. Driving's a privilege and not a right.
Wait.
See, it's his catchphrase.
Wait, what did you say again? I think I missed it. What is it about driving that we could learn?
This is not unconstitutional. I already explained it to you. Driving's a privilege and not a right.
Wait. One more time, because I don't think you've said it at all. What did you say about driving?
Very unconstitutional what you're doing.
No, you know what? This is not unconstitutional. I already explained it to you. Driving's a privilege and not a right.
We got it, Officer Joe.
You're welcome.
That's what you're required to do to drive in Illinois. Do you understand that?
Absolutely.
Do you understand
I would
that?
also like to inform you that you are being recorded right now.
Good.
I think he's aware that's your catchphrase.
Can I please shut my door?
When he's banging out
I'm
some
not being
hooker,
detained.
he's like, I want to let you know you're being recorded.
Yeah. I want to let you know you're being recorded right now. 2 catchphrases we found.
This is a guy that no one liked in high school.
This could be a comic book. Just some 2 like these 2 superheroes that have this catchphrase. You're being recorded. Driving's a privilege, not a right.
Or you can have it be a sitcom. They're roommates. It's like 2.5 Men. This punk ass loser and this dirtbag cop.
Dumb and Dumber right here.
The best part is, this show would be better than anything that's on.
Yeah, I
Imagine
know.
you
It
still
actually would be.
having to pay the bills. Here would be the sitcom. This guy has a hot wife who just cheated on him with some lawyer, and it's like his rival.
And this guy who's a driver is just some creep that records like everything he sees.
Yeah, so this guy's
Going to the
wife-
bathroom right now. I just want to let you know that I'm recording you.
God, this would be the best sitcom ever. Like,
It'd be better than our school sitcom that we made up.
yeah, we had so many personalities at our school. I said we could have a sitcom. This would be the greatest reality show ever. Have this guy live with him after this incident. Like, I'm not kidding. MTV, you need to do that right now. This would be gold. Oh my God. All right, let's put a little more of this clip. Because it's a privilege, not a right, to listen to NUR.
What am I being detained for exactly, sir? If I am being
Ask for your
detained...
driver's license and insurance card, which you're required to.
I don't know why he keeps
have
saying
when you're
detained.
driving
Not
safe.
once did the cop say he was being detained.
Yeah.
That's just like something he has like caught in his brain because it's probably happened to him before.
Yeah, like 12 times.
Yeah.
Here's my other thing I want to ask you. Did he say in the beginning, license and registration? I think he did.
I believe he did. I mean, it doesn't matter if he did. Every time you're stopped, you're supposed to already have your license and registration out.
I'm not sure. I'm not going to act like I'm some lawyer. Call the show 847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866.
I doubt any lawyers listen to this.
But listen, can you get off the hook if they don't read you your Miranda rights if you get taken in and it's a petty crime or something like this? Could you get off the hook if they don't say that legally? I'm just curious. All right.
No. I
said petty. I'm not saying if I were to murder someone and
no,
they didn't say
no,
it.
obviously.
Yeah, I'm off, whatever.
No, I don't know.
I think you can. I think
I
I
don't
read
know.
that
Hopefully,
online.
we're not in that situation ever. So I don't know.
Of Illinois.
Understood.
Correct?
Correct. That is correct.
That's
and
what
I
you
do,
asked
and I
for.
do have that, correct?
I don't know. I'm looking at it. You refused to
I
write
did
it
not
originally,
refuse.
didn't you?
How long does it take you to look at a driver's license? What are you, blind? You can tell right away it's this Joe Schmo, fat loser, Ryan Scott. Like, what do you think? Like, dumbass.
Not. I did not refuse anything.
Is this your current address?
I asked. I would not like
Is
to
this
answer
your
any.
current
I'd like to
address?
remain silent, sir.
No.
Is this your current address? What?
Why would he say that he'd like to remain silent? You have to answer a question if a cop asks you a question.
Yeah, and it's like, you've been...
I mean, he would have already been home by now. I don't understand what this guy's doing. The cop's egging him on,
It
though.
would have been
But
better if you just didn't say there was a camera and you were more classy about it.
why didn't he just say, did I do something wrong? And then they tell you yes or no. We're just doing a safety checkpoint.
He
Like
should
they
not have said
said
he was being recorded.
No,
He should have been more classier.
Stupid. Well, I guess he was saying that in case they saw the phone and saw that it was recording. But I mean, how many people record with their phone while they're driving?
Oh, no, I know people who have gone off the hook because cops in my town of Arlington Heights mess. And when you film it, out the window.
unless I have an attorney present.
Is this your current address?
I would like.
And now he's saying he doesn't want to talk? You've been talking smack to that cop for 2 minutes,
Right,
you punk-ass bitch.
He's been talking for 10 minutes, and now he doesn't want to give him his... And now he doesn't want to say yes.
This guy...
3 letters. 3 letters, dude. Yes.
This is the guy
my
who would
current
probably always argue with his classmates in class and lose the argument and go, you need to know the facts, man. You don't know the facts, man. Obama's a Nazi. You don't know the facts. This is probably the guy that thinks that George Bush somehow was involved with 9/11. This is a conspiracy theory
Oh, my gosh.
loser. And you can just tell he's the guy whenever there's like a discussion at the next table over at like Chili's, he's got to get involved. Here's my 2 cents and go on for 5 minutes about nothing.
He sits at the weird table at lunch.
I'm ironic, man. Did you play like magic?
He sits at the weird table with all the smelly kids at lunch.
I never sat at that table.
No, I didn't either.
It was always a table that played Magic, the card game.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like Game Boy.
Yeah.
And it never was the new Game Boy. It was like Game Boy Color. It was like,
Yeah.
hey, we're in
Pokemon battles and
basically.
in the lunchroom.
All right, back to the clip.
To remain silent, sir. That I would like to exercise my Fifth Amendment right.
Do you have a more current insurance card?
I would like to exercise my Fifth Amendment.
This cop's being a dumbass now. Is this your current address? I mean, unless it says 123 Candyland Lane,
I'm
it's
not sure if
obviously his
they.
address.
I don't think they normally ask you that, right?
Listen, whenever I've been pulled over, they've never asked, is that your current address? It's implied.
They
'cause
probably
then
haven't asked about the insurance card either.
They just asked, is this a real insurance
No,
card?
but I mean, like, they probably normally didn't ask you,
Oh, no.
about, do you have a more current insurance card?
Here's what the cop's trying to do. They usually say, okay, you give them your license and your registration.
They're
they go
finding
the
things to
car.
arrest him for.
Yeah. Whenever I've been pulled over, they'll take my 2 things, go to the car, go on their fancy laptop in the middle, and then they come back and say you're fine. This punk-ass cop is just trying to find him to maybe punch him or threaten him, to find a way to take him in, to bring in the quotas for good old Dekalb in this broke-ass state known as Illinois. All right, back to the clip.
Right. Everything there is completely valid and legal, and I'd like to exercise
Now you talk normal, you douchebag.
my Fifth Amendment right from here on out. Unless
I'm
I have
sorry,
an
what
attorney.
was that?
I would like to exercise my Fifth Amendment right from here on out,
What
unless
does
I have
the
an attorney.
amendment say?
Ryan Scott, if you're listening, call 847-866-9687. Explain to us what a Miranda right is and what the Constitution is, because you sound so intelligent, but he goes through like mood swings.
Yeah.
He goes from being a smartass to being a guy who says nothing. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's a pussy who's folding under the pressure.
By the way, the Fifth Amendment requires that felonies be tried only upon indictment by a grand jury. I don't quite know what that means, but
I don't know anything.
I mean, we're not smart. We may have a Northwestern radio show, but we certainly do not go to Northwestern. So,
Dude, our combined IQ, you would have to times it by 1,000 for just one person who went here. Like, we're idiots, dude. More me. You at least went to college. I went to a college, didn't do well there. Then I went to a radio and then in quotations school.
That I have the right to remain silent.
Really?
You should have been silent the whole time, you dumbass.
Are
Absolutely.
you sure?
Yes, sir.
You can't just slam his door.
that's kind of funny. He just slams the door. He's like, "F you!" He just slams the door.
Thank you. Am I free to leave?
Proceed on. Yes,
Thank
now you
you.
are.
You guys have a great night.
Wow, you got a lot done there, jackass. Drives away. Let's see what he says. What's the post-game comment, punk ass?
And that,
It sounds like he's speeding off.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What is that? You're a jackass? That you just wasted 20 minutes of your life doing
I know,
nothing.
jeez.
Say something, jackass! In his mind, this is a guy who hasn't been laid since 2004.
He thinks he won this, when in reality there was no winner.
Listen, this is a guy who hasn't been laid in 10 years, and the time he did get laid, he was probably wearing like a Ninja Turtle mask and a girl that nobody looked like. This is the type of guy. This is the type of guy.
Did he squirt around the back?
God damn, you're funny tonight. Holy crap, you're usually funny, but wow. This whole show has been funny. This is the type of guy who's doing nothing with his life, who's making ends meet, maybe living in his car. So he's crazy. In his mind, he thinks he won this. No one won this. There's not even a tie. There's no draw. You guys both.
There's just a bunch of dumb people in Dekalb, I think. I think that's the issue.
Go Huskers! Is that the name of it?
The Huskies. Huskies. NIU Huskies.
That's Nebraska Huskers. God, I'm a dumbass.
Right. I can tell he's driving
This
fast.
is me tuning out.
Let's see what he says in the beginning just a little bit. I just want to hear how he... Like, did he know there was a checkpoint? Because there's 3 minutes. We're not going to play all 3 minutes, obviously, because it's just him driving up there. Because this video is 7 minutes long. It said to go to 3:30 in the video when it begins with the checkpoint. I just want to see what he does for the first 3.5 minutes. Did he know there was going to be a checkpoint, so he planned ahead of time to be a jackass? Let's see. It's just him driving. What a jackass. What a riveting video. It's just him driving. Like, he's not saying anything.
Yeah, I think he's pretty creepy if he just randomly films himself driving like, oh, going to work. Let's film it.
Wait, what does he say?
Passed him through. They let the utility truck in front of me go ahead.
I feel like this guy mows lawns for a living. If you look at him, he looks like he'd be a good
Nah,
lawyer.
he's a janitor.
Yeah. Probably flips burgers in the main lobby of Mickey D's.
Through
Look at him, he's creepy looking.
cars that are currently stopped here.
I'm going to tweet this out at Hoppe Radio 893. SuperRICH will retweet it at Ryan SuperRICH. It's just him for 3.5 minutes just sitting there. Like, why
He's
not
probably
just...
thinking, ooh, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him if they stop me.
I'm so dramatic, man.
They probably stopped him because he looks like a creep.
I would stop him if I was a cop.
Yeah, I'd be like,
This guy,
You okay,
300 likes to 45 dislikes? What a bunch of dumbasses. Let's read some of these comments real quick. That's quite a stunt by that pig. Kudos to you for being calm. And what part of the video was that jackass calm? And what part of the video did that asswipe remain calm?
none of them were calm.
I remained more calm during this rant than he did. Shut the hell up. What else did this comment say? This is yet another fine example of the pigs abusing their authority. And Illinois seems to be full of them. Keep your doors locked. All right, we're going to come back. And we're going to read some of these comments. Like, that guy represented idiocracy. Like, he thought he did well. Like, Ryan Scott, you came off like a jackass.
Coming up, the Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.
All right. What else is coming up? Oh, yeah. I got a complaint. And SuperRICH will read about it, and I'll play the clip for you. There is a certain joke with the Family Guy Simpsons crossover episode that's airing tomorrow, which is giving me a huge boner as an adult cartoon fan. I cannot wait. There's a joke that the PTC, it's the Parent Television Council.
I don't even know what the heck that is.
They are mad about a joke that's on Family Guy, and we will rant about it next. Call the show, 847-866-W, and you are at 847-866-9687. All right, coming up next, we're going to play a song that you probably forgot about. It is Ring the Alarm by Beyonce. We'll be right back. Hang on.
The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.
This is an official broadcast of Hoppe Radio. For more info, check out hopperadio.com and hoppesworld.com.